another meeting and you didn't want to commit as to whether it's the third or the fourth. This is regarding Mr. Boshoga. You said he initiated it. You said General Sibiya initiated it, and you said he did so through Sergeant Nkosi.
Yes, I said.
And you said you went to him?
Yes.
At his offices?
Yes.
And so he requested to meet you?
Yes.
What about? Did he explain?
Are we still on?
On Mr. Boshoga, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. It was about that. He asked me what I know about that.
So then, if I understand your communication channel, he would ask Sergeant Nkosi what you know about that. Sergeant Nkosi would ask you in turn what you know, that General Sibiya wants to know what you know about that. Your response would be, no, I don't know much, or I know whatever, and then is that how the communication works?
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, please enlighten me.
He asked him to arrange a meeting, then I went to him.
Okay.
And then that's when he told me.
So he initiated this engagement with you?
Yes.
Do you know in what capacity he did so? Was he investigating this kidnapping, or was it as an interested person, as a relative? Do you have a sense of why he reached out to you on this matter?
Yeah, I think he was, because what he said to me, but I don't know what to make out of that, but he said if he can crack that case, it will help him a lot. So I don't think it was because of he was a relative or something.
Okay. So he initiated this contact for purposes of investigation?
I think so, yes.
Now, if that would be in his official capacity, I take it, as a police officer, I think a senior ranking member of the service.
Yes,
it would be official.
I don't know how we will justify it to be official, but he just called me as a police officer, so I don't know.
And that's precisely what I'm trying to determine. It's a police officer.
Yes.
You have been questioned about the kidnapping of Mr. Boshoga. I take it was not by him the first time when you say they came to your residence.
Yes, yeah.
So now we know that he subsequently becomes involved in it by requesting a meeting with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Hence my question, did you understand him to be investigating that disappearance of Mr. Boshoga? What was your understanding? What process were you engaging in, seeing as so far you had just met him twice about the lease agreement?
But as a senior police official, maybe he will refer the investigation to someone else. I don't know how it works, but what I know that he called me and then he asked me questions in relation with Mr. Boshoga.
So you don't know whether he was doing that as an investigator into the kidnapping?
I cannot tell that. I don't know.
Okay. And were you able to respond to his questions to satisfy his curiosity?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Now, we would have said that's your third meeting. But you did say that it was some time ago, so now you're no longer so sure. I will just talk about the next contact you had with him. When was the next, and who initiated it, and where, and what about?
Okay, let me say this, because all of his requests to meet him was through Sergeant Nkosi. So from now on, whenever he called me, it's through Sergeant Nkosi.
Okay.
Yes.
So then before you get to my question, if he was an investigator in this Mr. Boshoga's disappearance, shouldn't he have contacted you directly? Isn't that what investigators do? Couldn't you have obtained your number from Mr. Nkosi and say, I, as a general in the police service, I need to talk with Mr. Matlala for whatever reason, because I'm investigating a kidnapping? Why couldn't he contact you directly?
That I cannot answer. I don't know that.
So you did make the point that all future and past contact with him was initiated through Mr. Nkosi. As a matter of interest, did you ever inquire why or who made Mr. Nkosi the intermediary between the two of you?
There is, I think it's Mr. Ngosi himself who started this thing.
How does he do that?
Because he's the one who gave me his, his email address.
Yes, the first time I can understand, but why couldn't you then have your direct contact with General Sibiya after that, after the initial contact? Why did you always need to work through Sergeant Ngosi?
I do not know that, but that's what was happening. I don't know that.
It never crossed your mind that by now you are on your fourth contact, the one we are going to discuss next, that perhaps your relationship has developed to a point where you can contact each other directly?
Commissioner, when that thing was happening, obviously I wouldn't know by then, but now I will understand why that was happening. But unfortunately, what was happening is something that I cannot speak about. I think I requested that some part of my evidence I will request because I'm under investigation. I'm really under investigation. I'm not making this up. So I asked that maybe if it's possible that I can, some of my testimony can be in private, because I cannot risk incriminating myself. That I cannot do.
Does Mr. Bushokha's kidnapping have anything to do with Medicare 24, which we know is the case you are currently facing in
Medicare
court?
24?
Yeah. You have always invoked Medicare 24, and I'm interested to find out now whether Medicare 24 is relevant to the issue of the kidnapping of
No, it's
Mr.
not.
Bushokha?
No, it's not.
Okay, so Medicare 24 is out of the way. So what is the basis on which you cannot speak? You say you're under investigation by who and for what?
I'm saying, we're speaking about General Sibiya now. I think your question is in relation to General Sibiya. I'm
Yes.
saying I'm being investigated, and then I'm also charged in relation with the Medicare tender and also the recordings that I mentioned.
You hit your mic.
Sorry.
Thank you.
The recordings that I mentioned earlier, that also his name is been mentioned there. So I'm saying this because I know for sure that there is an investigation going on in relation with those recordings, and also I've been questioned about him by IDEC.
IDEC.
Yes.
Okay, perhaps if we look at it this way, what do you, to your understanding, what is General Sibiya being investigated for? And by who?
Now, for me to do that, obviously I need to disclose the nature of the investigation and my case.
No, that's not. What is he being investigated for?
Yes,
Which offense?
Yes, that offense, for me to mention that offense, I'm saying now I have to speak about what I'm trying to avoid.
No, that's very cryptic.
Can I
Yes.
try? Mr. Matlala, you reference to IDEC investigating General Sibiya. Is it about, does it relate to Mr. Bushokha? That
No.
you can answer.
No, I said it does not relate to that.
It doesn't relate to
Yes.
him. Does it relate to the Medicare contract?
Yes, it does.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. That's the point I made. I said we'll stay off Medicare 24, but you can talk about the kidnapping of Mr. Bushokha that General Sibiya investigated, and in the course of investigation, he engaged you. What's that got to do with Medicare 24? Nothing, right?
No, we're not speaking about, it's two things here. So Medicare 24 is a separate thing. So when you called me about Mr. Bushokha, it has nothing to do with Medicare 24. It's something different.
So which means then we can talk about what your engagement regarding the kidnapping of Mr.
Yes,
Bushokha.
of course, we can.
Yes, so let's continue talking about it then. Chair, I'm looking at the time, perhaps a comfort break, I don't know. I appreciate we started late, so I don't think it's appropriate to stop at this juncture, otherwise we'll run into trouble time-wise.
Let's take, what? Let's adjourn and come back at 4:10.
Thank you.